Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's answer the question, should you buy now or should you wait for more incentives? It seems like there is a decent amount of demand right now. And so really the question is like, is it going to get better or not? Or is it just, you might as well just take one of the vehicles now and just move on and everything. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to join our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Today's live stream is not necessarily partnered, but my friend 24K Shine, he actually took care of our Tesla Model Y today, did a little bit of a cleaning. So if you're looking to pick up your Tesla Model Y and you want to protect it with ceramic coating and you're in the Southern California area, hit up Andre at 24K Shine. Ask for the Dennis deal if you're looking to get hooked up and so that he can know where you come from as well. If you want to do it yourself, if you're across the nation, definitely check out Tez Bros for a DIY paint protection film kit. Both of these are down below in the description. So let's talk about it. Should you buy now or should you wait for more incentives? This thread from Tesla Motors Club about 2 weeks ago has me thinking like, that's a good question. Like, what about like different incentives? Of course, when this was posted, the interest rate was like 5.49%. Of course, now it's 3.49% for the Model Y and as low as 0% for the Tesla Model 3. And so really the question is, should you buy now or wait? I feel like a lot of people are asking this same question. And I think I've isolated it down to two different groups of people that are out there. Of course, there was 1.99 for the Model Y last quarter, and that's not to say it could come back. But here's what we know. The biggest thing is that the $7,500 federal tax credit is ending on September 30th. And so you must buy by September 30th, like take delivery and everything. And you don't want to be stuck in this situation where if the vehicle isn't available and it gets pushed into October, you are going to be SOL and the vehicle is that now $7,500 more. That's not to say that Tesla could do something in, of course, quarter four, which I feel like they have to. And maybe we'll talk about some of the different incentives that I predict Tesla might have to pull out of their hat, their back pocket, to really try and incentivize people to take incentives. But I guess the question is, now that is what, almost the end of July at this point, we're in August, which is the second month of the quarter. Is Tesla going to be doing anything more in the second month or even the third month of this quarter? But the one thing is for sure, if you're looking to be buying a Tesla right now, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already buying full self-driving, then using our Tesla referral code does support the channel. So thank you to everybody that's used that. But this is what we know, right? So the CFO, Tesla CFO, said on the earnings call, and I give him, I'm not giving him flack on this because when he was talking about incentives, I feel like in terms of when he said that no more incentives are going to be released and they've released everything that they want to, of course, the day later or 2 days later, Model S and Model X and Cybertruck incentives got enhanced. But I think he was really just talking about these 7,500 and specifically the vehicles, the Model 3s and the Model Ys that are affected by the 7,500 federal tax credit. And so if you think about it, those incentives were released and I feel like it's sticking to be at those incentives for the rest of the quarter. I can't imagine Tesla is going to go that much crazier. If anything, they might do something like a little bit on the low-key side in terms of offering the salespeople like they did in the past quarters, giving them the ability to give option credit for people that are in showrooms or people that have pending deliveries for quicker deliveries by the end of the quarter. And if you look at it, if you look at inventory right now, it is drying up. Like if you take a look at like Model Y rear-wheel drive, of course, probably the most in-demand Tesla at the moment, next to like the Model 3 rear-wheel drive, deliveries are 1 to 3 weeks out, which I mean, for a while there was an inventory available immediately. And now that it's saying 1 to 3 weeks out, I mean, I'm talking to a lot of people now that all have delivery date ranges into the mid to late August. And so there certainly is a little bit of a nice demand at this point, and maybe it's in combination with Tesla trying to reduce production as well, because they don't want to be in a situation where there's too much inventory, and when you have too much inventory, you have to incentivize the heck out of it. I mean, if you take a look at, in my area, I switched it to all deliverable. Here are the only 4 Model Y rear-wheel drives, and it kind of makes sense why they're here. I mean, 2 of them are the expensive red with the black and white interior, or even the blue one, which maybe is not as favorable as well. Of course, white, black, those are going to be the more favorable combinations and everything. And so this seems pretty light. I mean, I don't know about you all, but only 4 vehicles in one of California's, or in Tesla's biggest market, which is California, is pretty alarming for sure. And so the question is, should you wait? And this is the isolation in which I really feel like if you're in these 2 buckets, then you can wait or not. If you are chill about colors, options, and you live near a factory like Giga Austin or Giga Fremont or Fremont, California, then yeah, maybe you could wait and keep waiting out to see, like, if anything, something might happen like in the September timeframe. And when I mean chill, like you are okay with, taking a red with white interior, which is arguably the most inexpensive, the most expensive build that Tesla has for the Model Y, and or like if you're okay with all-wheel drive, because there's plenty of all-wheel drives, and so maybe Tesla will try and do some sort of deal where they give like a 2,000 plus another 2,000, but it's like in the back end where people don't necessarily see it. Because if you take a look at it, like an all-wheel drive, the pricing between all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive is, a few thousand or more than a few thousand. And so, I mean, if they can convert a lot of rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive owners, we could easily see some sort of deal like that. And in fact, like I probably imagine, if I were to predict, that could be one of the deals in which, I mean, if you take a look at it, it's a $4,000 difference between rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. I bet they're going to start to try and, convert some of these rear-wheel drive orders that are pending and everything. They're going to try and convert them to all-wheel drive in the in September timeframe. And so if that sounds like a deal that's appealing for you and you want to gamble on that being the last month, then it certainly could be a factor. But if you are picky about color options, like you really, really, really want a black with white interior or black with black interior, or whichever combination with like the cheap wheels or whichever, and you live far from the factories like East Coast, Central, like New York, New Jersey, those are different areas, then yes, I would probably just go ahead and place your order now and lock it in so that you're not really worried about any sort of deals here, and you're just waiting specifically for your vehicle to get into inventory. Because yes, if you wait, you could maybe plus or minus like a couple $1,000s, but at the same time, like you might not get what you want, and so you might be paying more, which is a better discount for a vehicle that you might not want in the end. So for sure. So let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Of course, if you're going to be placing a Tesla order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. And I know a lot of you out there are looking to get the best deal on a Tesla, but don't forget about your current vehicle as well. And so that's where we've partnered with GiveMeTheVin.com, where you can sell your vehicle to them for the maximum value. They want to give you the maximum value. You can do it from the comfort of your home. Don't trade your vehicle into Tesla, because usually that is one of the lowest values out there, unless your state has like a tax credit. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Of course, Q4, I feel like, is going to be a crazy time, because Tesla is going to have to figure out how can they get the 7,500 in valuation, because 7,500 will basically be gone by then. And so I really feel like we're going to see like 1 year full self-driving, 1 year free supercharging, and all the different incentives, maybe bigger inventory discounts, and much more from that. But so let us know what your thoughts are. Like if you're waiting that far, like if you don't need a vehicle at all, then certainly it could be a gamble. But then of course there's maybe the Model Y Performance coming out, the 6-seater, 7-seater, whichever case for me may be, and of course the affordable Tesla model as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking.
Now that you bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks to everyone. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Tesla 54, thanks for coming in. Thank you for the super chat. Harvey, thanks for coming in. IT Daddy, great to see you. Miguel, Mountain, thanks for coming in. BW, SF City Boy, great to see you. Haven't seen you in a bit. Mountain, George, thanks for coming by. Temporal Police, and Joshua, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Tesla 54, I think the best combo for Model 3 Performance. I saw your video about today about Quicksilver and white. It's a sharp car. Yeah, 100%. That is a nice one. Even like the black exterior with white interior, I think that would be a good one. Do you keep your Teslas long and do you lease them? I don't. I finance them actually. I don't keep them long and I finance them. Switch my order to a Model 3 Performance with white interior, but I'm trying to decide lease or buy it. I would say do both of the math and figure out the payments and figure out which one is the better deal for you. Purchasing a Tesla EV is blank. Okay, nice. Nice, Matt. Miguel, we need more rear-wheel drive Model Y inventory. It's so low. It's low as ever. Exactly, Miguel. So if you are, if you don't want to gamble it, then I would probably just throw the order in because Tesla's doing some interesting stuff in the sense that with the rear-wheel drive inventory, there's really not too many inventory discounts anymore. It seems like what they have is what is there. I mean, this one has a $2,000 discount. And I think this one actually just popped up because we literally just had it refreshed and this one was not there at all. Mountain, finally got my new X on Saturday in the new blue. Do you want some pics? Nice. Yeah, feels free to DM me some pics. I'm also trying to find out if anybody out there has recently bought a Model Y within the past month or so and was able to get 0 down with the promotional rate by using, because it only requires 5% down. So if you use the 7,500 federal tax credit, you might be able to buy a Tesla with 0 down at like 3.49 or 2.49 with the Model 3. I'm curious to see if anybody actually got approved with that, because that could be big, because I don't think I've seen anything close to that in the past. And this next topic, here's the concept of the affordable Tesla model. We know this vehicle is coming soon. We know it's coming in Q4, and there's a lot of different leaks. We know that maybe there's no panel roof. We got some different interiors as well, but check out this concept from Sugar Design. And I think I'm starting to warm up to the idea of a cheaper, affordable Tesla model. Like if it looks like this, if it still looks fantastic and it's just severely decontented or defeatured, but I guess like what's the most severe they could go? Like, are we thinking like manual seats? So like, what's the minimum here with that? But I mean, if it looks like this, which almost looks as good as the new Model Y, or at least I'm warming up to it with like different wheels, it could be maybe potentially the ultimate daily driver, because there's really not much you need for a daily driver, like a workhorse type of thing here. And of course, there's been spottings years before past of like the different size. So this could be an interesting one for sure. But maybe we got the tail light here with a similar design, but of course more Model 3-esque instead of like the new Model Y. And then we've got the new front side as well, which instead of a light bar going to the all the way across, it just is a headlight, which could be an interesting one as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
Sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there: 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic.
And 3W gave us an exclusive promo code at their highest offer yet, 35% off. So definitely check it out by using Dennis35, also down below in the description. Of course, using our promo codes and everything do support the channel. So thank you to everybody that's used our promo codes to get some fantastic floor mats and more down below in the description. BW, why is that there's a Model Y inventory showing near my area, but the options and credits are showing for a few of them? Yeah, it seems like Tesla's being a little bit smart about it now because they realize they don't need to put option credit on all of them. And that's why I easily feel like they could give that power to the sales associates and let them decide who gets it and who doesn't. BW, is Tesla such low depreciation and expecting to get worse incentives are being eliminated? Wouldn't it be better to lease first and then buy it out later? You would think so, but sometimes the lease is quite expensive. Like if you do the payments with all the different lease payments added up plus the buyout, it gets pretty expensive and you might as well just finance it in the end from the beginning. SF City Boy, looking to get a Model Y Performance. What are your thoughts on the likelihood of being available in Q3 for the tax credit? Or how do you think the pricing will be in Q4 without the tax credit? I think it's going to be more than the Model 3 Performance. I think it's going to be like a 59 to 65 MSRP price, and I do not think it's going to be out before the 7,500 federal tax credit ends. If you think about it, like all the upcoming models, it doesn't make sense for them to release it before the 7,500 because it might just confuse people or, distract people when what they need to sell right now or what they would probably like to sell is what they can build and turn, which is going to be Model 3 and Model Y. Good news, I just checked my area in the Southeast. They have about 50 inventory, all rear-wheel drive, mountain. Nice. Okay, so it seems like they're in different areas except for one of the biggest markets. So it seems like California is really trying to move them, or people are trying to move them. Is free full self-driving real? George, yes, for 3 months if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Joshua, picking up my Model 3 tomorrow. Nice. Congrats on that and being able to purchase that. Kobe, for the free inventory option credit, do we need to pick up by the end of the month? Ordered another Model 3 and they're pushing delivery before August. Now, I think it's attached to your account actually, Kobe, so you are good. Krishna, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Even in my area, I'm only seeing 4 rear-wheel drive vehicles. Yeah, so inventory is looking a little light. Silent, to lease and get a lower monthly payment or finance and pay 0 down. Decisions. Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier today, and the leasing versus financing is always an interesting one. Basically, if you don't qualify for the tax credit, then of course leasing is your loophole. If you know that you're someone that goes through vehicles pretty quickly, like every 2 to 3 years, and you always want the latest and greatest, just like how some people always get the latest iPhone, then yeah, leasing could make a lot of sense. If you know you're going to be keeping that vehicle 5 to 10 years, financing you'll get way ahead and lose less money. I guess that's the name of the game, because buying a vehicle, you're going to lose money no matter what. And so which strategy or which financial product is the best way to do that, and you have to figure out from there afterwards. And this next topic, Tesla is planning for AI 6 already, AI 5. I mean, this is kind of my gripe with the Tesla vehicles, and maybe it's a good thing too, because, as technology evolves, as the newest iPhone comes out every single year, the old ones, they get a little stale at this point. But breaking, Elon Musk has confirmed that Tesla has signed a $16.5 billion deal with Samsung to produce AI 6 hardware 6 chips in Texas. I have no idea what the timeline is, but I thought we were still talking about a hardware 5, let alone hardware 4, which is in the Tesla Model Y and Cybertruck and other vehicles right now. So for them to already jump ahead to hardware 6 and AI 6 is a little bit interesting, but of course, I mean, it's a big company, Tesla, they got to think way farther in advance like this, but it is funny to hear them already talking about like 2 steps ahead with hardware 5 and hardware 6 or AI 6, but very interesting to see. And of course, maybe these will make our vehicles much better at the end of the day. Elon said Samsung agreed to allow Tesla to assist them in maximizing manufacturer efficiency. This is a critical point as I walk the line personally to accelerate the pace of progress, and the fab is conveniently located not far from my house. Fabrication. And so very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I feel like sometimes a lot of people are asking, like, should I upgrade to hardware 4 or even wait till hardware 5? Well, that's not the end of it, because there's going to be hardware 6 in the near future as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Nag, thanks for coming in. Rick, short of a Hail Mary, it seems my purchase is getting pushed until next year. Offers won't be worth it again until hardware 5 or better battery or 0% and plus some free supercharging. Rick, I wouldn't say never ever, because I feel like a lot of those different things are going to be here by year end, because Tesla always goes craziest in Q4. The question is, like, will we be paying a higher price because the 7,500 is not there? and get some of those incentives. Like, it's going to be interesting to try and value all the different things that I feel like Tesla is going to throw on to add value for paying a $7,500 more price at the end of the year. 2-year lease is $2,000 less to lease car than buy. Okay, then maybe leasing is good. Now, any X takeover videos that are coming soon? Yes, we've got like 3 videos filmed, and hopefully we can get those out soon. Raphael, is it a good idea to buy used if you're financing? No. If you're paying cash, sure, why not? Joshua, I heard affordable models will be $35,000. Yeah, it seems like the pricing could be anywhere from $29,000 to $35,000. So we'll really need to see what is it going to actually be. Nice. And this next topic, Tesla owners are reporting insurance payments. So my question to you all is, if you've already have a Tesla, how much do you pay for insurance? And let me give you 2 tips, because I know you might be looking to get insurance quotes as well. And the 2 companies that I like, and a quick tip that we were talking to someone with. But Jeeves posted this. Here are my current insurance rates through State Farm. I also have home insurance through them. 2026 Model Y, $101 a month. 2024 Model 3 Performance, $114 a month. Rivian R1T, $110 a month. Hey, that doesn't sound too bad, but you do have to remember he is also in Arizona. He also has home insurance with them, and I don't know what type of coverages he has with that, but still you can see $1,000 deductible as well. We've got Gregor Truck also in Arizona as well, $142 a month with Progressive on Cybertruck. I'm actually super jealous of both of their insurance rates, because I want to say we pay close to like $180 to $220 per vehicle that we have, and that's Model Y, Cybertruck, Model X as well. And so it's up there, and it adds up quite. And also that we also have that cheap Model 3 that we have, but that's like a $50 one because I just went liability only. And so certainly I feel like if you were to report what you're paying right now, I think a lot of you out there are also in this range, because across the nation, when I did a poll a while ago, it was in like the $150 to $250 a month range. And so here's my quick tip, or in terms of the companies and getting the lowest cost. Tesla insurance, if you can get it, is always going to be the lowest cost. And Costco insurance, which we have in California, which they unfortunately have left at this point, is also a good good option as well. And so certainly take a look at some of those. And if you've got insurance through another carrier that is a little bit cheaper, let us know down below in the comments. But the other tip is that if you're buying a brand new Tesla's not going to give you the VIN for it right off the bat until you actually get a VIN through the app. And so if you're trying to do some fact finding or research, whichever, before you place your deposit and place your order, you can't actually get any of the VINs from this page. And so the quick tip with that is to kind of go to the used Model Y side and see if you can find a used one that's a 2026, like this one right here, right off the bat, and just borrow the VIN from this website and throw it into the car's insurance website to see if you can get a little bit of a look at how much it could actually be for insurance. And so let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. I'm curious on anybody out there that has insured their Model Y recently. What type of payment are you getting for coverages and everything? But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Of course, one way to protect your vehicle is going to be getting some sort of paint protection film or ceramic film, and that's where our friends 24K Shine, if you're looking for a local installer that's mobile as well, that will take care of your vehicle after the fact. And on top of that, he was washing our vehicle earlier today and getting it nice and clean. He actually will give you a loaner vehicle as well if you go through a service with him, like paint protection film or ceramic coating or whatever. So hit him up in the DMs and ask for the dentist deal so that he can hook you up as well. If you want to try and do it yourself, DIY, definitely check out our friends Tez Bros. Where you can purchase a kit from 4 different options. Link down below in the description to get a nice discount as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. What are your thoughts on the Kia EV6 2023? I don't know if I would buy a used electric vehicle from an off-brand like that because I never have checked one out. Nag, do you think it would be a good idea to wait until mid-August for buying Model Y for people in California? Yeah, Nag, if you are really flexible with the options, colors, and everything, then yeah, I would say you could risk it. Charles, have you tried the 2 different audio systems in rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive? Got the rear-wheel drive and didn't know the sound systems are different. Oh, Charles, yeah, between the Model 3, I have tried them, and yeah, you don't get that bass at the sub, but there are aftermarket options, so you're not totally at a loss. There is, of course, less speakers, but at least you can get a sub through an aftermarket option, and you'll probably just be paying for installation and labor and the part and everything. Tesla 54, your dog is cool. No, thank you. Joshua, hoping we can pay to have hardware for upgrade to hardware 5. I think Tesla will just do the same thing that they're doing now, which is transfers. Hardware 3 owners are not happy about this. Silent, yeah, 100%. It's an endless game with Tesla with hardware 3, 4, 5, and of course now we've got 6. Of course, it's not around the corner, but it's in the future. Kusa, why can't Tesla work on a vehicle that has 450 mile range, 400K with charging? If it's in the 60K range, I believe people would buy it. I mean, yeah, like, is there a manufacturer that has a vehicle like that? I mean, Lucid, I guess you can get a crazy deal, but it's not 60K new. Yeah, insurance is high, $19.80 a year for 2 Teslas. I mean, that sounds pretty good, Mountain. $230 a year Tesla insurance per month, Charles. Yeah, and so I would say that's probably average in California, 200 to 250. People should state their liability coverage. Bill, it's a good point, because like we run 100, 300, 100 with $1,000 deductibles, but there could be people that run higher, like $1 million, or even the people that run lower. Clutch, will the Model Y Performance most likely becoming the same performance badge with the Model 3? Same applies to SX Plaid badge. Yeah, I would say it's going to be like that similar one, because they try and keep them into the same buckets unless they go something crazy with Model Y Performance, but I'm not sure they are. Schmack, hell no, all-wheel drive way better for sound system on new Teslas. You must listen to AM radio or something. Actually, the Model Y all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive is the same exact sound system for the current generation. The last generation, yeah, there was differences, and of course the Model 3, there are differences as well. Clutch, I live in Fremont. Should I get my Model Y with 3.49% financing? I mean, if you are flexible with colors, options, and everything, then keep waiting it out. Like, basically, what I'm looking at is, like, especially if you want, like, an all-wheel drive, there's plenty of all-wheel drive inventory. If you want rear-wheel drive, I'd probably be more selective and probably just place an order in now. Because if you think about it, like, placing an order, a $250 deposit, yes, that deposit is non-refundable, but it also doesn't mean you're committing to buying the vehicle. You're just placing a deposit to kind of put your spot in line. Once Tesla comes to you and says like, hey, we've got a vehicle for you, then you need to kind of, ask or get off the pot and figure out whether you are going to actually take delivery or not. And so if you're looking to be, getting in line, then of course you can use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already buying full self-driving, then using our referral code does support the channel. So thank you to everybody that's used our referral code in the past and in the future. In this next topic, so the Model Y Model Y cheap is probably coming soon, around maybe even Q4, but we know it's going to be the affordable Tesla. We've heard multiple confirmation that it's coming out from multiple Tesla executives and everything. Now we're getting more leaks, we're getting concept photos, we're trying to get a little bit more insight. But I guess the question is, what are the minimum features? What are the must-haves that you would say a Tesla vehicle needs? Because we know Tesla is going to strip a ton of features, and we've seen from other markets like the Model 3 affordable, the Model 3 cheaper one with textile seats, not having the leather, not having a rear screen, not having ambient lighting. So I guess my question to you all is, what are your must-have features for a Tesla vehicle? Here's mine. Full self-driving. I think at this point, especially if it's going to be a new model, and with how good full self-driving is and ingrained in my driving habits, full self-driving is going to be a must. And so the technology, what I mean by that, the technology for it to do full self-driving needs to be in the vehicle. I think cameras is also a nice to have as well, because then you can drive a lot easier. LED headlights, that's a safety thing in my opinion. When you're driving at night, you need to be able to see the road. I think that's a must have as well. Speakers and bass, I would say that is probably going to be a must have as well, but I feel like Tesla is going to strip that completely, and maybe they of course remove the bass system, the subsystem, and maybe even go half down on the speakers. And then the last thing is, shout out to my friend Chris at Accelerating Tech. I was talking to him yesterday when we saw him on our road trip. What if Tesla goes with manual seats and they strip that out completely and it's manual seats and no longer powered seats? Like, is that a must? Like, I don't know, how far Tesla could push this with an affordable vehicle, but that would be an interesting one if an affordable Tesla, the cheapest Tesla, has manual seats where you back and forth and everything. That could be a super interesting one. But let us know what your thoughts on it. What do you think are your must-have features? Not even Tesla features, must-have features for a Tesla vehicle. And I guess I forgot, of course, a screen is going to be on there. I mean, I think that's a given if you're buying a Tesla vehicle. You have to control the vehicle somehow instead of manual controls and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
Congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
And 3W All-Weather Floor Mats just released their highest promo code, an exclusive promo code for us, 35% off. Use Dennis35 down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our accessory discount codes and everything, link down below in the description to support the channel. So thank you for that. Clutch. I'm pretty sure many of us weren't expecting the Model Y to look different than the Model 3 on the outside. I thought the Model 3 redesign would just transfer the Model Y, but insides they are the same. Yeah, I guess it pretty much is the same. So I guess they would make it look more like a Model 3, which could be interesting. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure many of us weren't expecting the Model Y to look... Oh yeah, we already said that. Sorry about that. Miguel, on the fence on Quicksilver Model 3 or Model Y Stealth Gray, both rear-wheel drive. I would go rear-wheel drive Model Y actually, Miguel, if I was in your shoes, because Model 3 is great. It's fun, it's sporty, but as you get older, I feel like the space is more beneficial, in terms of do I want fun or do I want usability? And I think I would lean towards usability and utility. Jordan, use your referral code today. No, thank you, Jordan. Thank you for using our Tesla referral code. If you're out there and you haven't placed an order yet to get yourself on the list, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Mountain, rear screen is nice, but the not needed. Power seat driver only. The passenger can be manual. Nice. No heated rear seats. Yeah, I'm on board with you there. I don't think I really need any of those either. And I would be okay with a passenger. Actually, no, my wife will not be okay with a manual passenger seat. She won't let me buy it. But 2 to 4 weeks, Model Y ordered today. Yes. And so it seems like there's demand right now for rear-wheel drive Model Ys. And so that's why I easily could see, a pivot in where they try to push people to go to all-wheel drive. Clutch, does the CCS adapter come with Tesla Model Y other than other including accessories? I heard people receive them. Yeah, it depends on state though. I went to a Model Y delivery in California and that person got the CCS adapter, but other people reported they didn't get it in other states. So, it's kind of a mixed bag, but certainly if you didn't get it, you might as well just ask to see if they'll just give you one. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything, and I'll see you guys in the next